This movie left me just really teed off. Really. Like, oh my god. What I'm really angry about in this video about Avengers Age of Ultron is this is a nerdy subject right here. What I'm really pissed off at is really a really nerdy subject here. It's the goddamn ending scene. It's the ending, that one line, the Avengers. Their tagline, Avengers, assemble. You can't read it, it's probably backwards. But that line, that signature line to the Avengers, assemble. The TV shows got it down. And the movie title got it down for the first Avengers, but they never said it. But I was like, okay, in the sequel they will. What do? They set it up perfectly. You got a new team of Avengers coming in. You got Captain America and Black Widow and a couple other Avengers merging together. Captain America looks over at the crowd. He says, "Avengers, us." Cut to black. I'm not kidding. No, you don't do that. This appears very extreme to some people out there, I'm sure, but I'm sorry, as a Marvel fan, as you can see, Marvel fan that I am, you don't do that. You don't do that at all. God, Jesus. I'm sorry, but with this movie, I gotta take 1 point off for that. I'm sorry. It's a very small nitpick thing to do, but it really infuriates me on a nerd level. On the very comic booky nerd level that I am. Like, it means nothing to me as an average moviegoer, but as a nerd, as a comic nerd, it really irritates me, just to my bare core. But with that aside, how does Avengers Age of Ultron pale up into comparison with Avengers? Well, I don't know where to begin with this movie. This movie does go, like the trailers that promise, it does go darker. And a lot of people have been asking the questions of, is it as, like, humorous as the last Avengers? Is there enough comedy in it? Is it well balanced? Have I been spoiled by the TV spots and trailers? That's the one thing I've been seeing on YouTube a lot. Everybody's been asking, hey, have we been spoiled by all these TV spots and trailers shown? And I'm gonna say 50-50 yes. If you just want a quick sum-up of the entire movie, you can see it on the trailers. It's a quick sum of everything that happens in the movie. Do I think it's worth seeing? I actually do, because not only is there some great action sequences with the Hulk Buster that you haven't seen yet, or there's a bunch of funny one-liners from Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, not Hulk, he can't talk. Thor and stuff. All those people have great one-liners. Vision is awesome. Scarlet Witch is bae. I'm sorry, I gotta say that. I love Scarlet Witch. She is so awesome. Let me adjust the camera. But she's awesome. I love her. She's my bae. Quicksilver, he's really cool. And where do I start with this movie? I don't know where to begin. I'm just thinking, it's awesome. It really is. And this is just me going as just an everyday movie viewer. It's a really good film. It's really great. I really enjoyed it. In my honest opinion, I think it surpasses the last Avengers. I really do. Even though I admit there are problems with it. There are huge glaring flaws with it. I do think it's better than the other Avengers movie. And that's not to say the first one was bad. No, I love the first one. I really do. I adore it. It's a great movie. This one steps it up a lot. It's darker. It's a lot more humorous. The amount of characters have increased, but at the same time, they all have their own scenes. They have unique identities to each character. And the story, while it's consistently inconsistent in its pace. I'm just going to say, that's my, honestly, got one major complaint with the movie, is that it just feels jumbled everywhere you go. Everywhere, it feels the need to jump from the U.S. down to Sokovia, then back to the U.S. down to Africa, then back to the U.S., and then back to Seoul, Hong Kong, or something like that, I forget. Then it feels the need to go back to the U.S., and then it goes to Sokovia, and then it goes back to the U.S., and then goes to Wakanda, then back to the U.S. It goes all over the place, and I'm not gonna lie, I did have a bit of trouble keeping up with the movie was going. I'm not gonna act like that wasn't there, but the action scenes themselves, they connect relatively pretty well to the actual story that was going on. I'm not a fan of mindless action. I'm really not, unless it actually helps something with the story. That's why I'm not a huge fan of the Transformers movies, even though I am a Transformers nerd. I do love it. I love the first one. First one's my favorite guilty pleasure of all time. But I do admit the action scenes connect to nothing in the movie. Here, 50-50 of the time the action scenes are pretty relevant, but sometimes it's balanced really well. Like the Hulkbuster scene, that was awesome. That was really awesome. That was let me actually go off on a side note here. For people who are Man of Steel fans or haters, that scene's going to bring up some controversy, and I'm just going to say right now, I think it's a lot better than Man of Steel did what they did. Because Tony Stark keeps acting responsibly. He was trying to help people evacuate out of the area while also trying to fight off the Hulk and get him out of the city. He tried his might. He put his armor to the test, and he tried to get Hulk out of the city as fast as he could, but he couldn't because the Hulk is stronger than him. And I get it, Zod was stronger than Superman because he was trained his entire life, but nonetheless, Superman showed no regard for this city at all. A truck got thrown at him, a gas truck, it was about to crash into a building, and Superman just jumps over it like it was nothing. Here, the Hulk throws an elevator or something at Hulkbuster, he catches it, lets the people out, and stuff like that. It's really good. Tony Stark, even though I do think he's a bit of an idiot in this movie, he does act more responsibly and more controlled than in previous films and Superman of Man of Steel. But now we're done with talking about Man of Steel. The story, don't really know what to say without actually spoiling it to people. I really don't know where to begin. If you don't want spoilers, don't watch from here on out. Don't. I'm just going to go full into it. Just going to give you bullet point notes of everything that happens. I'm not going to give the story away because it's pretty much in the trailers, or you could just Google it, whatnot. But some bullet point notes of some major scenes within the movie itself. One is Quicksilver dies. Sorry. I didn't really care to see him go. I loved Aaron Taylor Johnson. I really did. He was really cool. It was sad to see him go, but I'm not really a Quicksilver fan. Even in X-Men Days of Future Past, I didn't find myself quite enjoying the character as much as a lot of other people did, because a lot of other people seemed to think he was really amazing. I thought it was cool. Nothing great. He didn't steal the show for me. Wolverine always steals the show for me in those movies. Quicksilver in this movie, he's there. That's his role. He's there. He helps the Avengers. He assists them. He poses a challenge to them as well. And stuff like that. Spoiler number 2. Not only does Thor lift his hammer, but Vision also lifts Thor's hammer. He is... It's hilarious. It really is. It's Vision, he's just like talking to Thor, and the Avengers, he's just like, we gotta go stop Ultron. Ultron's gonna use a huge chunk of Sokovia to, spoilers, throw up into the air and slam back down to the earth like a meteor, and just wipe out humankind. And he's just like, we have to go now. He reaches down, he just pulls up Thor's hammer, and he's like, we have to go now. And Thor just looks at him, takes the hammer slowly, and it's like a solid minute scene, and they just all look at each other. And it's awkward, and funny at the same time. It's hilarious. You gotta see it in context. It's wonderfully brought to light. And, oh, the Vision's birth scene, by the way, beautiful, absolutely wonderful. It reminded me just of the birth of Sandman in Spider-Man 3. That was an awesome scene. I loved it. It's like a short film all in its own. I'm talking about both Sandman and Vision. Their scenes were both awesome. What else to say? What other spoilers can I give? Spoilers, Ultron dies. I do think it's permanent. The end credit scene. Okay, remember how in the beginning of the video I went into a little rant about the whole denying of Avengers Assemble? I'm not gonna let that go. I'm not. I don't care. I'm gonna be talking about that with friends all day. They didn't say Avengers. That really teed me off. But the end credit scene did make up for it, though. It's a scene of Thanos retrieving the Infinity Gauntlet. He reaches down into the vault, pulls out the gauntlet, and says, "Fine, I'll do it myself." I cannot be more excited for Infinity War. It honestly feels like just yesterday we got the first Avengers movie, and to think 4 hours ago, I was dying to see Avengers Age of Ultron. I'm dying to see Infinity War now. I really am. And Civil War too, which I'm sorry, I'm jumping around from place to place, but I gotta get this out of the way. Civil War, there was a ton of setup to Civil War in this movie. A ton. And there's even what I would call a in-show clip of Tony Stark and Steve Rogers, Iron Man and Captain America, fighting each other. I'm not kidding. There's like a legit fight. Captain America throws his shield at Iron Man. Iron Man blasts him with a repulsor. It's really awesome. It really is. It's that slight tease towards not Infinity War, and it's a Civil War, which I'm really excited for. Which comes out in 365 days, rough, give or take a few, from today. So, yay. Let the countdown begin. Shoot, I had another topic I wanted to talk about. I honestly don't know what else to say. It's really awesome. It's a Marvel movie, so it's good. When I say a Marvel movie is good, I don't mean like that's a universal thing. Like you just slap Marvel's name onto like, I don't know, the Star Wars prequels or whatever, it suddenly makes it better. No, it doesn't. It's just, they're on a really good track record. Marvel is 3 for 3 right now. They had 3 hits in a row with me. Captain America Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Avengers Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron is tied with Guardians now as my favorite comic book movie of all time, and superhero movie of all time. It really is. But that's it for this video. Thanks for tuning in, and that last line is getting to me. I'm sorry, but that really teed me off. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you've seen here, please subscribe to see more videos if you want. And thanks for watching. Peace.